Okay. Y'all see the title. I know. It gets boring for me having to keep saying that, but oh well. What occurred in Waukesha with that Math Boy Fly, the SoundCloud rapper who apparently was driving away from a knife attack and killed 5 people after running through the Waukesha Christmas parade. There's a lot of anger because, of course, this story is going to be buried. And, of course, I've purposefully kept my distance. I could talk about Kyle Rittenhouse supporting BLM. I don't care about that, frankly. I think that's smart of Kyle Rittenhouse to say. It doesn't fool anyone, but it's a way to protect himself. So I'm not going to sit here and do that. I know Wignats got mad at it on Twitter. I don't really care because I think they're full of shit. What I will say, though, is about the larger feelings out there. A lot of black pilling, a lot of why aren't we doing something? You need to, wake up. You need to red pill normies. Here's the thing. Even if you're angry and you're impotent, you're not going to go out there. The worst thing about America, and I've said this many, many a time, and it is true. I can't speak for other countries, but I can say it for the United States. Americans are great at running their fucking mouths, but not doing anything. They're great at that, saying, we need to fight back. Our patience has limits. What does that mean, though? This whole thing with Kyle Rittenhouse, he killed 2 people and blew somebody's bicep off. Bicep. Sorry. I said bicep. Sorry. And it was major news. They called him a white supremacist, all this sort of thing. And became about must-state lines about carrying, an AR-15 to a protest, etc., etc. And it became such a thing. And I also read a recent article from Darren Beatty, or Beatty, however way you pronounce it. But Darren Beatty, or Beatty, whichever way, said that basically white Americans are kulaks, and made comparisons to what occurred in the Soviet Union to what is going on right now. Different circumstances, but similar thread. What I will say is this, there are many boomer libs who feel that, like I said, this is something of why people always challenge the idea where it's like, white people are my brothers and sisters. Now, of course, like I say, a lot of extreme Wignats are just like, I don't care about saving white people. I care about saving Aryans. And to me, it's bullshit. There's a lot of this anger out there. There's a lot of that sort of sense. Hold on, give me a moment. So, there's a lot of that out there. I had recorded something previously, which was me attempting to be dramatic and sounding like I was giving, a monologue. It just turned into cringe. It turned into sort of blackpilling stuff. What's the ultimate answer? Why don't I push for more organization? Why don't I do all this? Because I'm old and I'm tired. Or older, I'll put it that way. Not necessarily old. Old is a relative term, I think, depending on what it is. But I'm old and tired, and I don't feel like going to jail over some bullshit. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like losing my job. I don't. I know that's like, look, plenty of old boomer libs out there who are like, oh, I can't stand white people. We should be ashamed of our history. There are plenty of old boomers who said these things. Plenty of folks who took off their mask because of what occurred in Waukesha. And they said, yeah, why didn't he claim self-defense and all this because of running over 5 people? A lot of ghoulish shit occurred. And like I said, a lot of people they're disheartened. And they go to these lengths where it's just like it's either this sort of edgy sort of, well, white people deserve to die sort of thing, or it's just like, why aren't you still fighting? Or I don't care. A lot of people have disengaged. And disengaging is probably the more mentally healthy thing, in my opinion. It's a healthier option than trying to fool yourself and, becoming so obsessed with it. I just try to make way in this world the best that you can. This cat does not want the door closed. All right. I'm just going to continue. I'll try to wrap this up pretty soon, but it's very disheartening. I don't have an answer for you. I don't. And many people don't. Their answer ultimately is join X group. And this is, by the way, a left wing and right wing. Join X group and they will save you. No, they won't. All I can tell you is this. Work out. If you can, start a family. If not, keep yourself healthy. Meditate. Be quick to turn off the internet. Just say to yourself, I can't change it all. And you can't. You cannot fix everything. You cannot worry about something that you have no control about. I was very upset, and you may believe it or not, about Waukesha. It was very sad. It's very disheartening. Because, yes, this story is disappearing. And it's going to be something that's going to be forgotten. That Mr. Brooks, a.k.a. Math Boy Fly, was released on like $1,000 bail after, domestic abuse incidents or whatever it is. It's very disheartening. And this is a story that will be forgotten. But I would say remember these stories. Remember these stories. And, maybe I've been naive. Actually, I know I've been naive about CRT. I've been naive about the way things are going. Yes, this is an anti-white sentiment that exists. That if we simply excise ourselves of white people, and this will continue, then things will be better. But I also hold the view that this sort of energy, this sort of evil, doesn't just stop with getting rid of quote-unquote white people. It goes for anybody that is a threat. That's why they say black white supremacists. People like a guy who's running for governor of California, Larry Elder, or talking about Jordan, not Jordan Peterson, but the other Peterson. It's just the way it is, and you have to be aware of it, and you have to be able to combat it however way you can. That's all I got to say. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed that. Goodbye.